in
5.
Oh, we're live.
We're live.
It's a countdown, and here we are.
Hey, everybody.
Hi.
Happy Saturday.
Woohoo. Okay, let's see who's joining us today. All
I can
right.
see Bobby.
Yeah.
And Linda.
Exactly. All right.
That was way before your time. How do you remember that romper room?
Look at, oh, there we go.
What happened?
No, I do remember it from...
I see Brenda. I was going, where's Vera?
Yeah. So we have some really interesting questions that we're going to get to today.
Okay.
I'm really excited to talk about Stephen Colbert's past life.
I know, me too. Oh my gosh, now I can sleep.
Me up. He is so dang funny.
He is funny.
I just love him. Hi, Marshila.
Hi, Marshila.
But first, before we get to that,
yeah,
we have some interesting philosophy questions that were sent in to us by our fabulous YouTube friends. Oh, and before we get to that, we should tell everybody that if you haven't subscribed already, please do, or that is down there. And also, what else do we have, Vera? We have...
I don't have my notes.
Well, we have a Soul Tribe sign up. So you can sign up for our Soul Tribe, and in your
10% off.
Yeah, you get 10% off of all of your past life readings and services and our classes, I believe too, and then as well as my art. Yeah, so
that's a good deal.
Yeah, I'm working on.
And it's free.
Yeah, I'm working on getting that email together to send out to everybody. I haven't sent it out yet, but it'll be coming within the next few weeks. So you can sign up for our Soul Tribe on our website at soulsenlightenment.com. Yeah, and it's free. It's always a good thing. Okay, so we have some questions, and do we want to jump on in, Vera?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go see. Hi, Rose. All right, so our first question, let's see here, is, okay. Mass Maulers is asking, so when you pass from this life, do you automatically take your next body / shape / form, or does it take a while? That is a great question. Hi, Sammy.
Hi, Sammy.
And we have a form or a shape or a body on the other side. So we immediately are going to have that how would you say that? Your body on the other side?
I guess.
Yeah, but if Mass Maulers is asking if we are immediately reincarnating,
oh no,
that depends.
Yeah, yeah. No, but usually not.
Yeah,
you have a little bit of time. Where before it was maybe 100 years before we would come in, or so. It's not a set rule, but now people are coming in much quicker because the planet. Yeah,
a lot quicker for sure. And I think it's an interesting question though, because a lot of times we hear that you know, that we always have like an energy form, and so people might think, does that mean like a light silhouette, or what does that mean? But we have like a body that we have here, but we're not time bound, or we don't age and that type of thing on the other side, but you do go right into your body on the other side.
And you don't age and all that good stuff.
Yeah, we don't have disease, we don't need to eat and those types of things. That's just here on this physical plane where we are incarnate in the flesh. But on the other side, we are spirit.
Yeah.
But we have a body.
Exactly. Sorry. Yeah. I keep reading this thing.
So any age or a certain age? That's a good question too. Don't you think?
Yeah.
When I've seen my grandma, she appears to me as I remember her.
Exactly.
But on the other side, we've learned that we're all
30-ish.
Yeah, like a 30-ish age. But again, it doesn't mean that we can't take the visage of a certain age. Like a lot of times when you're talking to mothers or fathers that have lost their children,
you see them at the age that they were. Yeah.
They come to them as a child.
Because they wouldn't recognize them if it was, well, they would, but it's how they saw them last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And nothing's lost. Even,
that's true.
Yeah, it's like even though they might have lost their child as a child, and then they're really 30 on the other side, they still have the same love and connection, share those joys that they had together when the child was little.
Yeah.
Because we're the same soul, we just happen to be in a little body.
Yeah, exactly.
Yippee! Yeah, I know. I'm excited about that too.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's also interesting too is that we have council on the other side. I just wanted to say really quick, and they appear as older. It's like a wisdom thing.
Yeah.
So that's different.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay. So we want to get into our next question.
Sure.
All right. Okay. So this question comes to us from Annie Knoll, and she's asking. Currently, I am trying to understand our history. The Bible discusses so much against mediumship, psychics, etc., but at the same time believes in the charismatic gifts, the gift of healing, the gift of prophecy, the gift of spirit hearing, or something like that. And then she's giving an example, like Corinthians, are these
12, 14.
12, 14, are these gifts not one and the same? That's
Yes.
a great question.
Yeah, it's an awesome question.
Oh, James made it. Hi, James.
Hi, James. You really did make it.
I kind of picture him like
James.
running up.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a great question. And it is exactly the same thing. So it's like, why do they have, whoever they is, have such this thing about no, psychics are bad. No, you can't get your own answers. You have to go through the church to
Because
get the
it's
answers.
power thing.
Mm-hmm. So it's interesting. So it's okay if it's in the Bible and it was a long time ago because that supposedly doesn't apply to us now and that we are supposed to go through the church, right? So it's like a control thing.
Very much so.
That's how we see it.
Yeah, and also there's things in the Bible about reincarnation. And I was brought up Catholic, so I can only speak for that. And they did not believe in past lives. At the time, I don't know, they might have changed.
Yeah.
Because they tend to change a little bit, but yeah.
Exactly.
So, but it's in there.
Yeah, control.
And I have them somewhere, the verses of the Bible that it's mentioned.
Do you?
Yeah.
That would be a fun one
Yeah.
to do too. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
I made it too. Awesome. Glad
Very
you made
cool.
it. Yeah, very cool for sure. Yeah, but that's just the control thing.
Yeah.
We
You
are
can't
all
do anything without the church.
without
or
the
whatever,
church.
yeah.
We're all connected to God. We have that
Mhm.
connection, and God talks to us. And that's another thing too. Hearing or getting messages supposedly is a bad thing, but it's not a bad thing.
No.
Yeah. Oh, Elma's here. Hi, Elma.
Hi, Elma.
Okay. So, what's next on our list? Was there anything else that we wanted to say about that question, Vera?
No, I think that's pretty much it. It's like we said, it's a control issue. It's a power play issue too. You can't possibly find answers on your own.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers it.
Yeah, I do too. Okay. Next, Twinkle Karma is asking, is there any special meaning behind hearing bells or chime-like sounds and the sound of doors shutting before waking up? I made the mistake of Googling, so I am unsure if this is a bad or a good thing.
Depend on who you're telling or who you're reading.
Yeah. I just need some clarification. I'm also curious if anyone has experienced this too. Oh,
That'd be interesting. Have
a
any
good
of you
question.
guys heard chimes? Or I know I've mentioned this before. I had a client that called me later and said, did you have anything on with the music that had chimes or like no, it wasn't chimes. It was a bell ringing, like a tower kind of bell.
Wow.
And I said no, because I usually don't have that kind of music. It's kind of benign, so it can't influence the past life. And so she played it for me over the phone, and you can distinctly hear bells chiming. It gives me chills.
Wow.
Yeah. So no, it was because she was in that past life, and it had to do with the church.
Oh
and
my gosh.
Yeah, it was very cool.
Okay, I have a question about that.
Okay.
So, she was in the past life.
Uh-huh.
Was it that the veil thinned so that she was right there and the bells could be heard, or did her energy bring that in?
That's a good question.
What do you feel?
I just feel like both.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Usually it's
Yeah.
kind of like a combination.
Yeah, and especially just being that energy, like you said, being in that past life. It was so interesting because it was all revolved. The church, the village where she was in the past life, if I can remember, I believe it was like right in the middle of town. So everything revolved around the church. You know, like you had to go by it to do this, or you went to church for this, and it was all kinds of. and I think she was a nun in that life. I can't remember, but
Wow.
yeah.
Okay, I have to share. I have two things I have to share. One was from a it was a regression that someone at the office was doing for me. And it was the first time, I know it was Angus, but it was the first time I was trying to connect with my soulmate, actually, with my soulmate. And I kid you not, I heard this, it was a chime, like it sounded like a little bell. It went ding!
Like what we heard today.
Yeah, and it was amazing. I can't remember if the regressionist even heard it at the moment. I can't remember.
Huh.
Oh. But I heard that, and it was just like, I could hear it as plain as day. It was amazing. The other story I have to tell you guys, this is really cool. I was doing a session for Vera one time, and she was trancing Angus where he came in. When he comes in full trance, when she does a full trance with him, she's not there. He comes in and he talks through her. He has more of an accent. Her voice changes deeper. Well, when I listened to this session later, you were describing, you were still in, and you were describing how you were going into a room. And then once in the room, then he came in and he started talking and you weren't speaking there anymore. But when that happened on the tape, you could hear this staticky sound, and as soon as you walked into the room, it turned into a low hum.
Oh, wow.
And then at the end, when you came out and you were back, it came back up to the static sound.
Oh, that's weird.
It was amazing. It was like being in this inner chamber. It was like where it was just like silence or something. It was fascinating, and I have it on tape.
You do?
Yes.
Oh, I have to hear it.
Yeah, it's really cool. I just had to share that with you because we wanted to point out to, I think it was Twinkle Karma here, that yeah, there is a special meaning behind it, Twinkle Karma, and a lot of it is your guides are
trying to give you a message.
Give you a message.
Or just to say they're there.
Or like with what Vera told you about the bells, it could be the veil thinning between this and the other side, or even a past life. And she heard it right before she woke up, which is a very open time that we are.
Yeah.
That we bring back memory.
The one thing that she heard right before she woke up was the door slamming. And that is
oh
so
my
significant.
gosh.
Yeah.
So that was her coming back from the other side.
Isn't that cool?
That is super cool.
So that's really neat.
It is. And some of you might remember things or hear things. I know I've heard Angus talk to me one time when I was coming back, right at that second. You might hear things when you're coming back because you're so open and your soul is coming back with that knowledge or what you just experienced from the other side.
And it's neat that she remembered, because a lot of times you don't.
Yeah. There was one other time, but that was a dream. It was a soul travel. It was different. I'll tell you about it later.
Okay.
I don't want to bore everybody, but
hi, ladies.
it's so exciting.
Oh,
Ladies. Oh, yeah.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, nice to see you too. I think that was it as far as our philosophy questions.
Okay.
Oops, wrong one.
But have any of you guys heard anything like,
let's see,
chimes, or somebody heard a cow?
I'm looking.
And that's because they're animal husbandry on the other side.
Oh, I remember this. I remember the cow and the animal husbandry. I think it might have even been Rose when you were talking about her. Yeah, I remember this. Well, never mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the question about the cow and if they experience the suffering.
Yeah, well, they're saying no, so.
Okay. All right.
So see how special you are. No, not that you guys aren't. You're all very special. It's just different things we get to experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see now.
I love that they're doing all that.
I know, talking to each other. We love it. Having our community, sense of community together. Okay. She says, I hear other people speaking when I wake up.
Yeah.
So she's remembering conversations from the other side.
Before she goes back in,
Her spirit guides. And that's kind of why I chose this picture. It's because this picture is a spirit guide counselor, and her name is actually Aria. That's what Vera Angus told us through Vera, is that her name is Aria. It sounds like a song. And our spirit guides, because we all have a spirit guide, if not more than just
especially
one
nowadays, we have more.
Yeah. And Aria is a spirit guide counselor, so she helps our spirit guides because once we're in life, all bets are off, as they say, because things can affect us like negativity of the planet or cell memory or
all of the above.
Yeah, tendencies that we've had with people and situations from past lives can repeat. And so our spirit guides are very busy and sometimes they need help and they talk to her. And so we can get, like Vera just said, specialized spirit guides. We can accumulate more spirit guides as we go through life.
But she's the spirit guide of spirit guides.
Yes.
Right? So if they have a question or whatever, they go to her. And then if they need more, then they go to counsel, but through her.
Yeah, she assigns more, she helps for you to have more spirit guides assigned to you. It could be through
more angels.
Yeah, it's like a serious thing that you're going through, and you'll get a guide that's specialized just for that career or whatever it might be, a relationship or a physical situation.
I've heard my son calling me, and I'm thinking he's at the door, and I go open the door, and there's nobody there.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, and so I call him, I go, are you thinking about me? He goes, no. So I go, well, that wasn't it. So I don't know. It does it every once in a while. It's just really strange.
Maybe on a soul level.
Maybe. Or he wouldn't admit that he missed his mama.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, she's asking me if you saw that. Okay. Let's see what our next question is.
It's Julie.
I used to hear whispers about 20 years ago and never felt alone when I was alone, which scared me. And I asked them to leave, and they did. Then I missed them.
Yeah. But you can always ask for them to come back.
Yeah, because really they're always with you.
Always.
They just didn't
so it's
want to
not
scare
coming
you.
back, it's just being able to hear them again.
Yeah, they just, because sometimes if we get scared, they just don't want to scare us. But they're always with you, they're always listening, they're always right there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And please be careful with hearing people calling you. Is that what she's saying? Because I heard that is a way that people will send psychic attacks.
So I don't know
Could
what that
be.
means.
But I don't know. It wasn't a bad feeling.
Well, yeah, I think
for
it's
me.
usually the feeling because, like what Vera just said, it's all in the intent. It's all in how you feel.
Yeah.
If it's
I'm not saying that that's not what sometimes happens,
definitely.
but yeah, the feeling that I had, or every time I hear it, it's not bad. It's like a good feeling.
Yeah.
It's not creepy or anything.
Yeah. I mean, there is psychic attacks if we have negative people, like let's say a negative person in life. One time I was having a dream about...
Oh, I get you now. I understand. Like you're opening the door to let negativity in. My house is so protected. Yeah, no.
Yeah, you've got crystals and
Plus,
angels and
salt in
good
front of the front
energy
door.
and blessing.
You know, the
holy water.
everything is angels all around the house.
Barricaded in light.
My animal totems are by my front door, my back door. Oh my gosh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to tell you the other night. It must have been Tuesday night. And you know how sometimes I see like little things, shadows going by or whatever, or I see somebody looking over my shoulder, you know, like my grandmother was. This time it was like I saw like a whole bunch of people.
Really?
Yeah, it was just like, it was like overpowering. And I've never seen that many people before.
So why?
I don't know, but I did not like it.
I wonder why.
I don't know.
You just had a whole bunch of visitors?
I guess so. But it was like, okay, you know, and finally I had to just go to bed. And that's why I put earplugs in and
you're like, okay,
lights on.
Go wait in the other room, I'm sleeping.
Yeah, nobody has permission to come in my front door that's evil. That's a blanket thing that I always do in every house that I go to. So.
And that's a good thing that you can do. It's like a tool for protection.
Yeah.
And like we talked about, we're connected to God. Our angels and God, they're connected. Everything that you instantly ask for, God gets and works through his and her angels.
Yeah.
So you're protected.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And we have so much more power than the dark. Or lost light, I should say.
Lost light, yeah, absolutely. That's for sure. Because I mean, that's just empty. All that darkness and attack. And
yeah, I know there's a lot of superstitions around for, like, my mother was very superstitious. You know, like, don't eat food from people that you don't know. All kinds of stuff like that. Or she would tell me, don't go to, I was supposed to go to somebody's house. She goes, don't eat the food. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm kind of lost here.
Me too. I can't read it all. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, if you're not, I don't invite, it's a blanket thing. But I know other people don't believe that, and they can believe in that if they like. But I'd rather have, you know, the power. And I know we get psychic attacks. I know that.
Yeah,
but
we do.
It's, you know, where you can actually control it once you know that that's what's happening. Because sometimes you don't know. You just think you're sick or you have a sore throat or whatever. But yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing that, like, negativity.
Exactly, Rose.
Okay, what'd she say?
Fear the living, not the dead. My grandmother said that to my nana. Yep.
That's a good way to say it.
Because my nana was like, she was so not into all of this stuff that some of my aunts were into. You know, because she had a stroke, and she lived with my house, at my house, and my aunts would take her to these faith healers, and they would tell her to get up, and she's like, no. She just didn't believe it, and they said, oh, well, get her out of here, she doesn't believe, kind of thing. So, but she was very into, you know, you don't believe in all that stuff, and that's why I had a hard time at Novus with the healing.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Because I'm thinking, no, because after church we would have to, like, put our hands on top of people's head, and I'm like, nope, I am not doing it. Okay, so I think that's...
Well, that's because really, too, though, Vera, you're a healer in a different way. You help to heal people's souls, and then it goes into the physical and the mental and emotional through the knowledge and the information.
Some people love doing it.
Yeah, there are some people that do have that hands-on healing kind of a ability, but you help them heal
in a different way.
Yeah, and with that understanding that helps, that we resonate to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But somebody asked a question, and then they said they didn't. I think it's over with, maybe. Somebody, who was it that asked a question, and they said, oh, it doesn't matter. I don't remember now.
If they asked a question?
Yeah, and they said they sent it before they finished.
Oh, yeah, she did. She said,
oh, there it was, Julie.
I'm trying to connect, but...
Oh, so I don't know what else did you want to say.
Yeah, Julie, if you'd like to tell us what you were going to tell us.
Yeah.
I'm trying to connect, but maybe.
And sometimes it takes a while, so don't be discouraged.
Exactly.
You know, like you're asking for your spirit guide's name, or, you know, you want to remember your dreams. It will come.
Okay.
Just what I recommend is protecting yourself, adding white light every morning. You could do it 3 times a day if you like. White light of protection around you. Mirrors facing out. And it's not literal mirrors. It's just you're visualizing mirrors facing out. So if somebody sends you something negative, it goes back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, I have to share an experience. This is really interesting.
Did you want me to stop reading?
No, it was really scary. I was really scared. I was waking up, and just like we talked about that moment right before you wake up, and I was having a dream about my father. It was almost like on a soul level. And I heard this like growl and like almost like a clawing out. And it was almost like an energy that I felt, I swear, from his house, like where he was, like toward me.
Yeah.
And it was, I knew it was like his energy. It was almost like what she was saying also, like a psychic attack. 'Cause we're open. But that's where we're
you're
protected.
open, but not to anything that's not from God.
Right, exactly. But that was interesting. Of course, it
that's
can't
okay,
hurt us.
Julie.
It
Stand
can't
up
hurt
and
us
sit
or
down.
anything.
You'll remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, that kind of thing, the psychic attack, it can't. When somebody's doing something like that on a psychic level, it can't hurt us per se.
Yeah. No, and that's what I think it was Rose that said her.
She is an amazing healer.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But I forgot what I was going to say either.
Oh, no.
Stand up, sit down. Okay. That's okay. All right. So where are we at? What if you have the layers that don't let them get to you?
What if you have the layers that don't let
them get
your
to you?
spirit guides get to you?
I don't understand that one.
I think what they mean is like we've talked about before. I'm not exactly sure what they mean either. Something that one time, but I felt.
But okay, sometimes hissing it depends on how you feel about it. But the hissing for Rose that's one of her totems too.
Is it a
snake?
A snake.
Yeah, and snakes are not bad. I mean, I know they have an evil connotation, but they're actually it's supposed to be knowledge also.
Right.
That's what they bring. I don't know.
Yeah, but
that could be from the Adam and Eve thing, huh?
Yeah. Well, my brother was telling me that they were worshipped in another life. There was this big white, it was like an albino snake, and they worshipped it almost like a god or something.
Yeah.
So they're really quite revered in different cultures. So maybe she even might have had a life where there was a snake that was a pet or something.
I think lighting candles is positive. I
love
definitely, candles.
Definitely.
The only thing, like Sylvia had a thing with red candles because it's the connotation of it or the energy of it is evil because Satanists use or black candles or red candles. I don't know. But see, in a different culture, like in China, like
red is good luck.
It's good. Yeah.
And for
so
some people, it's romance.
It's what you put into it.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. Yeah, they bring knowledge and wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Vera, are you ready for our
past
life
going
discussion?
To be quick, though. Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay. So, we want to know.
Backstory.
Yeah, backstory.
Okay. Chrissy and I were talking about, I wanted to do something on Stephen Colbert. Is that who you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay. And I told her who I thought Stephen Colbert was. And I thought it was Mark Twain. And she said, no, Angus told us Mark Twain was some other guy.
Right.
And so I didn't say anything. I just thought, okay. And I have been going through it over my mind. I'm like, no, it's not. Stephen Colbert is Mark Twain. I know it. I can see his face.
And well, of course, I thought maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah, but not. Usually you're really good. Because all I have to do is ask Chrissy. But today, whenever Chrissy kept going, do you want to do Stephen Colbert? And I'm like, no, because I know he's Mark Twain. But then I don't want to go in. And I was even thinking, I think Angus is wrong. I told you. Remember?
Yeah, because we did a session and we asked him, and he was saying that it wasn't him, but you were close.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got to tell him.
Okay, so I was looking on the internet, and I was going, I know it was Mark Twain. So I went to Mark Twain, and I'm going, wait a minute, that's not his face.
So it was like
that was
you
the
had
face
of it. Yeah, a different visual.
The face I was seeing was not Mark Twain, but I thought it was Mark Twain.
Right.
So it's Will Rogers. Oh my gosh, when I saw that, then what made me look at Will Rogers? I think I was looking at...
I don't know, but I am amazed by this. You guys, I can't wait to tell them about... We have to tell them. So
that's a good one, too. I'm going to do Neil next time.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All right, I have to tell you guys.
How do you say your name? Cottonist? I don't know.
So, given what we know about Stephen Colbert, I have to read them this thing about Will Rogers. Okay. Just a little part. It is just so funny.
Oh my gosh.
I love it.
I told Chrissy, now I can sleep.
Yeah.
I was going, I know I'm right. and you're not always, though. But,
you were.
But, being a human being, you're not always... But for this one, I was going, no, I can see his face. It's like...
This is just so interesting because Will Rogers was not only an actor, he was a humorist, which I didn't really know that much about him, but right before we went live, I looked at this, and he wrote a lot of newspaper, he was a, what did he say?
That's why I thought
a columnist. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you were picking up on it, but here's what it's saying about Will Rogers. His earthly anecdotes and folksy style allowed him to poke fun at gangsters, politicians, prohibition, government programs, and a host of other controversial topics in a way that was appreciated by a natural audience with no one offended. Does that sound like somebody that we know? Steve,
except this day and age, people are offended.
This is so cute too. He says his aphorisms couched in humorous terms were widely quoted. And he said, "I'm not a member of an organized political party. I'm a Democrat." That was funny. Did you want to hear one more joke he made?
Yeah.
Okay. He said, "When I die, my
epitaph."
Yes. Or whatever you call those signs on gravestones, is going to read, I joked about every prominent man of my time, but I never met a man I didn't like. He said, I'm so proud of that, I can hardly wait to die so it can be carved, so I can see it carved.
I wonder if it was. That's so funny.
That is so funny, you guys, because that, I can just see the similarities. It sounds like you're talking about Stephen Colbert.
Yeah.
I just was like, I just thought that was just so great.
So, Will Rogers, isn't that Mark Twain? Oh, see, I'm getting confused again. We're talking about Will Rogers.
We're talking about Will Rogers,
okay,
yeah.
So that's what James is talking about.
There
wow, in Colorado Springs.
That's neat. I didn't know that.
What is cotionist? Oh, thank you. He was bored. Cotionist?
Cotionist.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Cotionist.
Elon Musk, I've been getting so many calls for him. We're going to do him next week.
We got to do him too.
Yeah.
I'll make a note on Neil.
Yeah.
As well. I'll make a note. Be right back. Let me get my pen. Okay. Vera, was there anything else that we wanted to cover today?
No, that's it.
Where to go? Okay.
I want to do Neil for sure.
Okay.
He's interesting.
Okay. All right.
I paused.
Yes, Vera, you paused.
About Elon Musk being Thomas Edison?
Thomas
Edison.
Oh, whoops, not Thomas Edison. Elon Musk. There we go.
Oh, your question earlier. I don't remember.
Something like that time, but I felt warming and I felt called to pray.
Oh, that's a good one. He likes Psalm 23.
Okay.
I don't remember what I paused for. I tend to do that, though.
Either.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you want to tell us again, that would be great. Oops.
Okay.
Oh, no. Don't. I do not see a negative attachment around you. Sorry, I didn't. I paused because I'm when I pause, it's because I'm checking it out. I'm checking your aura and all that stuff.
Yeah, so not
Yeah, no, I do not see a negative attachment. No.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And then, like Vera was saying,
Jimmy Fallon's past life, that's a good one too.
I'll write it down. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
No, it just seems like there might be people around you that are really negative, and like how Chrissy talked about the growl, because Sylvia told us about that. Whenever you're around people that either have an addiction to alcohol or drugs or whatever, they have this, and the only way I explain it to people is they look like Peanuts, that Peanuts cartoon.
Oh,
Pigpen.
Pigpen.
They have that little dust all the way around them. That's what these people have around them, and then they go by you and the dust gets on you. So sometimes you feel like that maybe something's negative around you or on you or whatever. But no, you have so much, if you protect yourself every day, that stuff won't stick.
Yeah.
And like my niece Emmy, she works in a bar, she's a bartender, and I'm always telling her, protect yourself before you go, during and after.
Yeah. Yeah, it sounds kind of odd, but really it's just we all have basically we all have a field of energy around us, or an aura, right? And so whenever we're going through our day, or if like in the workplace even, and we're going through situations with other people, it can create, sometimes it can be like negativity, it can bring us down, we can have stress, we can have be getting like a negative attack and all that kind of thing. or just negative emotions that come up, and basically it just can affect us in depression or whatever. But just trying to protect ourselves as best as we can so that that negativity doesn't affect us.
Yeah, so just remember to protect yourself as much as you can, especially if you're around negative people too. They may not have the growl dust, but they have that negativity stuff that you just don't want around you.
Right.
And remember, you guys, as your spirituality rises, so does the lost light souls want to bring you down.
Yeah.
So
that's what we've always heard, is that when the light rises, the negativity rises. When the negativity rises, the light up. The light rises to meet and defeat it. It's like upping the game.
You protect yourself by putting white light around you. You can say prayers and asking your spirit guide to put white light around you. You could have your angels around you protecting you. There's many different ways. We're going to go over tools of protection at one of these times.
We actually do have several tools of protection
that we already have
through our videos. There's other things too. The more senses that you bring into your tools for protection, the more powerful they're going to be for you.
Right.
So you can visualize, like what Vera was just saying, you can even visualize a perimeter of light around you as you're going through your day, or a bubble of light that no negativity can get through. You can visualize your angels standing in front of you with. You can even visualize yourself with armor.
And if you can't visualize, it's okay. Just seeing it makes it so.
Or just the thought of it.
Because that bubble of protection is, if you guys have seen The Wizard of Oz, that Glinda the Good, how she came in a bubble, that's how I kind of envision the bubble that you can't penetrate.
Yeah. And there's other things you can do too. Like we were saying, the more senses, sometimes you can have a crystal that there's different crystals for types of protection and stuff, right? Not the amethyst, but the clear quartz. You can have that in your pocket. Yeah, you can have it in your pocket.
Smoky quartz is another one that protects you. Black tourmaline does that the same way. So
yeah, and you can visualize yourself wearing armor that no negativity can penetrate.
I have a really long one that I say every morning.
Or even a wall of mirrors facing outward that's around you that no negativity can. It boomerangs back. So those types of things. And only light and positive energy and angels and everything that's good can be in your space.
Yeah.
So those are just some tools that you can use. Yeah.
You know, just I forgot how to say his name again.
Kotai.
Let's call him Kotai.
That works.
Yeah, if you're asking if your angels are happy with you, your angels are happy with you, because you wouldn't ask that question if you didn't care and if you weren't a good person. So
that is so true.
Oh yeah.
Very true. Okay.
Yeah. Obsidian also, yep. Yeah, that's good. That black tourmaline is perfect for protection against negativity and all that. I know Sylvia wasn't into the darker crystals, but to me, you know, it has that energy from all these different eons and eons of time that, I don't know, I agree with what the books are saying, that it is a good energy to put it around you or to wear it and that kind of stuff.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah, and you know, I was talking to somebody about this because they were going through a really hard time with another partner, and it's so easy to be happy, but we make it so hard. It's just a mindset.
I agree with you.
So don't allow other people's verbiage about you or what they say about you to be your reality. We talked about that last time. You know, you've got to keep yourself intact of who you are and who you know you are.
Yeah.
Don't allow others to tell you who you are.
Yeah, no matter what somebody else might be saying, you don't have to take on that vibration and wear that mantle, so to speak, of what they think of you. Just stay true to you.
Yeah. No, I think a long time ago Sylvia said that if somebody's asking you if they're a good person, if you were a bad person, you wouldn't care. I was going to say something else, but yeah. But no, just, you know, be happy, even in the environment that we're in right now and the way that society is going in our country anyway. But we can still make something happy out of it. we're not going to let them keep us down.
Exactly. Like we
Not
talked about
anymore.
last
Yeah.
week, we're not going to let any negativity
Chris.
destroy our life.
That's a song, Tardy for the Party.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
We just do the best we can. We're going to fall. We're going to get up.
Mhm.
It's just the same thing. It's just we're in life. So
Yeah.
that just happens.
Yeah. And that's good.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just telling people I watch some of those things. I used to. Yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting too, that what Kotai was saying, because Angus, he was saying before that remembering our goodness is so important, because a lot of times we're just so
We beat
hard on ourselves.
We
Exactly.
are.
So hard on ourselves. We're so
Yeah.
self-judgmental, especially when we've gone through trauma, when we've gone through things, and then we just beat ourselves up.
I'm
like
trying
you
to
said.
remember how to say his name. Or her name. I can't find it.
Yeah, I don't know where it's in.
Oh, there. Cotionist.
Cotionist.
So cotias, is that okay? All right.
Okay.
Something else came up. Oops. I keep going further. Kotai. Yep. We're the only ones that judge ourselves.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessary.
No.
It's an unnecessary emotion. But we do it. It's just because we're on an emotional plane. We're doing the best we can.
And that's all you can do. As long as you don't hurt other people intentionally,
Yes.
you're good.
Exactly. Oops. Oh, Vera, I can't do it.
What happened?
I don't know what I'm doing. There we go. Okay. Oh, that is one of my favorite drawings of yours. Thank you, Chris.
Oh, cool.
She likes this one. I'm so happy. I like this one too because it's I tried to show some of the other side in the background. I knew Vera would like it because it's got purple back in there in the sky.
The latest is asking for prayers for the hurricane.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, we have that on our website.
Yeah, we have a prayer page on our website.
And we put
that
them
you
on
can,
there.
Yeah, that you could go to. And then we also have on our homepage a way that we can help.
Yeah, I was wondering, who is it that keeps saying, I'm sick and tired of hearing thoughts and prayers? Oh, somebody said it on the news. It's like we have to do something. We keep saying
Right.
thoughts and prayers, but we haven't actually done anything to help with the situations. Like
Right.
structurally, we could have better structures so that they don't fall apart, during
Exactly.
hurricanes and stuff.
Exactly.
Yes, we believe in astrology, very much so. I think I need to order it. Well, perfect.
Oh, that's the thing, though. A lot of times we...
Oh, so we know Kotai is a female.
Yeah. But that's the thing. Sometimes whenever we are going through challenges and hardships, we think it's a karmic thing that we weren't a good person in a past life. And that is definitely not the truth. Yeah. You could have children and people around you that are just... They charted you to be there to stand by them through their challenges too. It doesn't mean that you haven't been a great mother.
Yeah. You're a good mom in this life.
See? Take it from the pro who knows.
It's just, we're really hard on ourselves, like I said.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I say to James, but I know who said it. Bill Maher.
Oh, is that who said that?
I believe it was Bill Maher, and he doesn't believe in prayers anyway, so that's probably why it bothers him too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay. Was there anything else that we wanted to tell our friends?
All female, baby. Yeah.
That's cute. Alrighty. So it's 1:46. Anything else you wanted to tell them?
Yeah.
Before we go?
That was it. Chrissy's.
Well,
Almost said
karma
thank you,
thanks
Chrissy.
me. We did it for the experience, not the punishment.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's easy to think, okay, we didn't do well.
Yeah.
And now we're getting slapped upside the head or whatever because
28 is not old. Not in this day and age.
oh my
anyway.
gosh, no.
No. You are going to be a mother, don't worry.
Yeah.
Oh, you're welcome, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today.
Yes.
Hope
We
you have
love
a great
you.
week. Love you guys.
Exactly. Vote, vote, vote. Please
Oh,
vote.
gosh, yeah.
We have to vote.
Yeah, we do. All right. Stay enlightened.